What's up, everybody? We're here today to scope out my fit Dugan frame, accompanied by too many Odyssey parts with your boy's name on it because they're too sweet over there. I'm gonna start from the floor up for y'all. We got the Dugan tires on here, the slicks. Love them. They keep me hauling, which I couldn't recommend anymore if you love riding transition or bowls, because no break in the tread, you like instantly feel it. As soon as you drop in, you feel like you are hauling ass and there's no hum on the tire, you're just cooking. I personally run 2.4 up front and 2.3 in back. I just like the idea of a little bit wider front and a skinnier back. Probably comes from the wider handlebars, you know? Just a triangle. I like thinking of a triangle. And for my wheels, lacing up takes forever, or you have to bug somebody. So I personally go for the high end, straight out of the box, ready to go from Odyssey. They come with hazard lights, and the back is the Antigram. And in the front is a Vandero Pro laced to a hazard light. Out of the box, I'm throwing tires on these things and riding off a roof, so I love it. You know, you gotta do the basic true after you ride them for like a week or two, if you're actually riding, but you wouldn't believe what they hold up through. It's crazy. For the sprocket, we got the Dugan FANG sprocket. The FANG name came from, I just think of this being a fang, you know, you're just ripping, bro. You're ripping that way. Me and Jim had gone over the design over an old rim that we liked for cars, because I don't know if you know Jim Bauer, he's crazy about cars, a little obsessed if you ask me, but so he had tons of ideas to put on the table, and he took the ideas that I had and we kind of mashed them together and we came up with this puppy, and I couldn't be any more happy with the design. I mean, as much as you can do with a sprocket, I feel like we did it, and it's you know, holding up for me. It's strong. I've definitely sprocket cased many a coping with this and gotten out pretty lucky. And I run the Bluebird chain just because I like the look of all black and not having to deal with half links. Like, this just makes more sense to me and it's easier to work on. I can actually do it myself and not have to like bug somebody older than me or something and seem like a douche. You see here, we got some twom bolts. These things will take you some places. I mess with the 175 length. Everybody has their own idea of what different sizes do what for your spins and grinds, but 175, I like the gap in between my feet because I spin goofy from time to time, most of the time actually, and I think the closer your feet are together, like, it's gonna make your spin, if you're spinning goofy, better. But I still need the leverage because I run a 30 FANG with a 9-tooth back cog on this, so my gearing is real deal. Street riders hop on this like Began, and he's like, I'll just say it's an Indy car. He's like, I couldn't imagine pedaling at a spot with that thing. And that's what gets my rocks off, going that fast, baby. One of my favorite pieces to this puzzle are pedals, baby, because it's like what you're standing on all day. So for them to give me the opportunity to like put in my 2 cents to every extent and put in their knowledge of previous pedals that they've done and technology that they've worked with. Yeah, so these are the Dugan metal pedals. I personally like how thin they look, like first glance, but standing on them you would not think that. They fit, like, it feels like you're standing on something white as hell, but we slimmed up like all these open holes and like made the bracing minimal but still strong. So yeah, that's the halfway mark of the Dugan. Sorry. Now we'll bring it up to the seat. We got the tripod. I can't tell you how clean this is in person. Maybe you can tell on camera, but Odyssey makes the tripod post, which is sick, and they actually gave me another signature part. Me and Jim worked on mimicking to some degree the Honda CB seat that I have, and so happy with how it came out. You know, it actually looks like rope is ingrained in here, and I think it flows pretty good with the tread of the Dugan tire, actually. Like, it's just one line all the way down. So, like I said, this thing makes me want to fucking jump some shit. Up front, holding my front wheel, pretty much one of the scariest things to think about being weak. So you need the sturdiness, the strength, and Odyssey, tried and true. You see in the test online, the R32s are strong as hell, man. I mean, even down to the R25s, but I like my bike a little bit more wide stance. I like having a little bit of stability in the air. It's a bit more of an old way of thinking, but it definitely, it helps out with the wider wheelbase. I haven't broken or bent a pair yet these forks are dialed, and they slim as hell, not scary slim, but they look dialed. So yeah, I'm stoked on them. With the forks, it actually fits perfect. They come, it's like they almost made it in the same warehouse. It's the Odyssey Dugan stem, DGN, baby. I run top load now. I was dead ahead front load stems for the past, 15 years, and then I started doing turn downs with top load, and I will never go back. It is so amazing, and just the position it has you in, and there's no banging your knees on it. It's just, it holds your bars in a lot better of a place. So I'm really stoked that they worked with me for the stem, and got exactly what I was looking for. I didn't even know like a stem could make that much of a difference or impact on my riding, but this one feels really like it's holding my shit in the perfect spot. And this is the Fit Dugan frame. They actually gave me Dugan frame and Dugan bars. We just did a new run, and they're 9s now. We bumped up to 9s. We're bigger now, baby. It's big time. And they've been holding up for me. And home base, we got the Dugan frame. I couldn't believe whenever they were down to give me a signature frame, kind of right whenever I got on. It was in the works. I got like a rough cut of my first signature, which was mind-blowing at the time. Still is, actually. And it's constantly evolving, just like the sport. Everybody likes different geometry throughout the years, so we're about to drop a new one. We're going to shorten the back end up a little bit, and I think we're going to steepen the head tube, and just I don't really know too much what dropping the bottom bracket and hiring it does yet, so I want to have some conversations with Moeller about that. And so nonetheless, the new frame is in the works, but I couldn't be any more stuck with this. I could ride this for the rest of my time, but might as well keep it new. Hashtag blessed Odyssey BMX. They are too nice to me over there. Anything that I haven't a solid idea on and go to them, they're down to work with me with. It's like, it's weird. They know since I'm out in the field that I might know what's up. It's crazy that they could actually think like that. But yeah, so on my bars, we got the new white and black like marble run that they did. I fucking am so stoked. It's a eye catcher for sure. Might get your bike stolen if you ain't careful. But yeah, I love the rubber that they're running with my feather grips. Just soft, like right whenever you put them on, they're good. Like there's no hard stage. That's my favorite. And if you get the feather the right way, it like will wrap and actually hold your grip and like not let it rip. Because like some grips, if you hold on the inner like close to your bars, like you'll kind of rotate the grip and then you'll catch a rip in the middle. But these kind of like the feather, like I don't know, it's crazy how it worked out like that because it was not on purpose. But like while it spins, the feather like holds the grip together. So it's really fucking cool, I think. And this is the pride and joy. If you want to show me any love, or my lovable, I call them my boyfriends and girlfriends over there at Odyssey and Fit, but you can hit them up for anything that you see me talk about here today, because those are the only 2 bike companies that I ride for. And so pleased, so blessed, so hashtagged. Catch you next time!